Hey, Ron Janish here. I'm going to talk about Andrew's entry techniques and a new one that I think will be a lot lower stress and a lot easier. What Andrews used to do was he would he would look at a pattern like in here. Okay, let's say we were coming in over here. And if you remember in my previous videos, I mentioned about how I'm going long here. And while I'm taking the ride up, price took profits, came down, took the ride up again, using intraday data. Now, what Andrews would do is he would primarily use daily data, and so he would do his analysis using this whole thing here, and one of the lines he'd probably draw as a median line. He'd use the high, low, high, and he'd see that, yep, price came down to the median line, and they were now going to try to make it to the next one, which would be up here somewhere. And so what would happen is along the way, he would do something called draw an MMLH. And he might use that for an entry unless he had something else. There was there were 3 or 4 different things that these would be final filters. So he would do his overall analysis, and then his final filter was the one specific thing he looked for in order to say, yep, I'm going to buy here, or yep, I'm going to sell here. Okay, so he would use what we'd call an MMLH, and the MMLH would simply use closes, and so he would draw a median line from here, 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 let's say, and this low here didn't quite make it to the ML, so after prices went up above here, that's a break to the MMLH, and then down we go. I'm sorry, up we go. My error. So up we go time. Now, that's one way of using a standard textbook Andrews entry signal. Okay, so the difference between me and Dr. Andrews, for one thing, is I'm still alive, and the other thing is that I have the advantages of computers and lots of data and intraday and these videos. And so what I have found is a way to do this cookie cutter style. Yeah, kind of like Betty Crocker, you know. Just follow the directions, boom, 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 boom. And the final direction, the final filter, comes after an extensive analysis is done on the data. So first, you look at all this data here. Maybe a little more. There we go. Okay. And so down here somewhere would come, your analysis would tell you that it's time to buy. And so as a result, you use your final filter. And what is the new final filter? It is a risk to reward ratio of 1 to 4 or 1 to, between and 1 to 5. So it is in that range generally. If you get a reward to risk ratio, a risk to reward ratio, if it's much higher than that, it's very often suspect. So we're looking for moves where we have really good probability and we can see it really clearly. In order to get something with an outrageously high ratio, what happens is you wind up getting in chancier situations. So if you stick with a risk to reward ratio of 1 to 4 to 1 to 5, you'll probably do extremely well. Now, the question will come up, what do you do before that? So before you say, yeah, I'm going to lock in here, you know where your entry area is, you know where your stop is, obviously, and you know where your target is. And all these things we're going to cover in incredible detail in cookie cutter style in the next live seminar that is open to course members only. So this won't be anyone at the Remington Club. And this will probably be this summer. And we'll make a video of it so anybody who's a course member in the expanded course who gets a new expanded course this summer will wind up shipping it to you. So you've got to be a new expanded course member, and we'll ship you this video on the cookie cutter approach. Okay? So we'll include all the steps from start to finish. And of course, the last step will be the final filter, which is a simple mathematical calculation. Okay? And we'll show you some examples of some actual trades that were recently done. A good one was this one here. Remember, a few weeks ago we mentioned, hey, we're buying here and wound up going up here to sell. And we'll show you all the details on that. Okay, exactly what we used. So I thank you for your time and see you next time.